Coming into a team, what I would like the team members and the team leads and everyone to know about me very briefly. I am and have always been a problem first kind of guy. We need to stay focused on the problem. We need to stay focused on what we're trying to achieve, whatever goal we have in mind, and work down from that. Staying focused on a problem if it's something that you need to solve, or a vision if it's something that you want to achieve. Like, staying focused on that is how you achieve great things.
Tell me why a master's level like yourself is able to do deep technical research and data modeling as well as communicate findings in a clear, actionable way, how you're different as opposed to a hobbyist.
A true data professional can communicate what they've been working on and how it affects the larger picture to a variety of different audience members with differing levels of technical knowledge and make their findings meaningful to a bigger picture, whereas someone who just has a background in data but they haven't really done the work to participate in a team or any larger effort like that, they don't really have those communication skills that are necessary and vital to an organization's success and a data analyst role in an organization. Working on a team with a goal in mind, with a direction and a vision of like what the final product needs to be, and playing a small part in that final project really forces you to have to communicate, what have you done this past week? How does that contribute to the final project? And then let's figure out how this project will eventually culminate in a research environment, some type of paper, but in a business environment, some type of directive or change in the organization. The undergraduate thesis was the first time that I had to really piece all of these things together, of like the technical aspect versus the communication aspect. It was really pivotal in my development into a data professional. I gained experience in the nitty-gritty, going through and cleaning data, figuring out, should I use this modeling process over this modeling process, sampling techniques, visualization, all of these things that I had to get into the finest details possible in order to have a good product. But then at the end of it, zoom way out and be able to explain what choices I was faced with, why I made those choices to an audience that has never had to make those choices before, doesn't even know that those choices exist.
I'm sure you came into a lot of roadblocks in the data process, or did you not?
Yes.
Okay,
Plenty.
So explain a roadblock and what it took to work through that one.
My advisor wanted me to use a specific package that he was comfortable with. This package was an R package that called to Python, and throughout trying to use this package, I tried method after method that did not work. Local machine virtualization, all of these different ways of trying to make this one package work. I probably tried 15 ways of making this work before it finally worked on the 16th way. That whole entire process taught me to have a vision of the problem and what needed to be solved, and keep track of that throughout the entire process, rather than I do this thing and I have these tools and I use them in this certain way and I don't use them in any other ways. I had to be comfortable with being uncomfortable with a tech stack that I had never used before in a way that I had never used it before. Getting to that point was only possible because I had the end goal in mind the entire time.